Okay guys, some huge news has just been announced for the Evercade, possibly new collection and a little feature that's going to be for the Evercade VS. What is it? Let's find out next. Okay guys, Evercade Blaze have dropped a new announcement. It's kind of related to the new card that's going to be coming out at some point this year, Indie Heroes Collection 2. But there's a slight twist to it in the fact that it's going to be a game released every single month, but exclusively for the Evercade VS. Let's have a look at it. Okay guys, Evercade launches Game of the Month feature. Now this is exclusive for the Evercade VS, so at the moment if you've only got handheld you will probably miss out, but you will potentially be able to play all these games at the end of the year when the cart gets released. All these games are going to get released as an Indie Heroes collection at the end of the year. But first off, we're going to be starting off with the first game, which is going to launch on the Evercade VS via the Wi-Fi update on April the 8th, 2022, which as of this time of this video, it's a few days away, and they're going to release a game every single month, and it's going to be absolutely free. And it's going to be delivered direct to your console. I guess each month you'll get a new game, and it'll be replaced with the game you've already downloaded. Now, I don't know whether you'll be able to perhaps keep the game that you quite like and just not update your console with the latest firmware. Not entirely clear if that's going to work or what, or whether it's going to be a time-sensitive thing. I don't know. But potentially we've got a new game every single month on your VS between now and December, which is going to be 10 games that's going to be released. And eventually, there's obviously going to be a time when there's going to be 2 games instead of 1. I guess that might be December. They might just drop 2 games one month, because if you count the amount of months, it's only 9 months between now and December. So potentially one of the months we could have 2 games. And eventually it will be released, all those games will be released as Indie Heroes Collection 2. Now the big news is we're going to get one game, and this first game is going to be Tapeworm Disco Puzzle, which is from Low Tech Games, who also made the amazing Flea. Now we already included this game on our games that are probably going to be on the Evercade. Now this game was included. I kind of suspected this game was going to be included, just really because the first game was so good, and it really makes sense, really. It really does make sense. So this is going to be the Game of the Month feature, which is fantastic. There's some more details here, and you have all the safe states facilities that you do in standard games, which is really cool. It will only work the game during the month it is actually live. They'll be wiped when the next game is installed via the update process and not transferred to the physical Indie Hero cartridge when it gets released. Now, just as I said there, you could potentially probably still keep the game you like and not update your firmware. Probably doesn't make a lot of sense, because as soon as you update, you're going to lose it, and you obviously need to try and keep update with your firmware. Anyway, that's a great start. I'm really looking forward to this Friday. We have covered this game a few times on our channel, and if you're not aware of it, let's have a look at it now. So guys, as you can see, it does look a little bit like Flea. It does use a lot of the similar sort of graphics, and Flea does make a sort of guest appearance throughout the game, but it's nothing like Flea. It's not really a platform, so to speak. It's more like a puzzle game where you need to collect the sort of musical instruments, sort of musical notes, sorry, to actually progress through the level. There are a lot more depth to it. You need to maybe activate some doors, for example. You need to use Flea sometimes to sort of get to the musical notes that you can't reach. It's a really good game. I've played it quite a lot over the last sort of year, and I've really enjoyed it. But I definitely have got stuck a few times. There's a level, I think every 10th level or so, the style of the game changes. At these points the level does tend to get a little bit more frustrating, but it's still a fantastic game. On these levels you really have to press left, right, avoid the spikes, don't hit the obstacles to sort of get to the exit and obviously collect all the notes that you're supposed to. But it's a great little challenge. I really like the game. I'm so glad that everyone's going to get to experience this. throughout April and probably just into May as the first free game on the Evercade VS, and eventually part of the Indie Heroes Collection 2, which I'm really looking forward to. Absolutely loved Indie Heroes Collection 1. So guys, if you're not aware, Evercade Evolution Issue 4 is now available from Amazon. You can get a Kindle version or a physical version like I have here. It's a great magazine. It's got better every single episode. There are 3 interviews in the magazine. There's reviews for Interplay Collection 1 and 2 and one of the arcade cards, and also I've got a few seconds opinions in the magazine for some of the games. There's a lot of guest reviewers in the magazine. It's a great little read. It's definitely got better. There's also an interview with Ali Lowe from Low Tech Games, coincidentally enough. Anyway guys, I'll leave links in the description. Please like, subscribe. We'll catch you again next time. Bye.